Good morning. My name is Müge Kales Darwish. I'm a faculty in Civil, Environmental and Construction Engineering. And the previous speakers, they said almost everything. And as an engineer, I don't know how I'm going to fill this 15 minutes because give me a problem, I'll give you a solution type of. And since there's no problem here, I'll make a problem. Okay. When are you being asked to come and speak about Global Ethics Day? And I thought this is a great opportunity for me. Every class I teach, I try to include the ethics in it. But my students always ask me, what is ethics? And then, so is this the moral the ethics? So I thought maybe I'll talk a little bit about my understanding of ethics differs from others. Since we are talking about globalization, so how can we come with the one definition of the ethics? And I interviewed several of my students in the past years. I asked them what they understand from ethics. Some of them, they said, ethics are very hard to pin down. We don't understand what is ethics, but we know what to do, how ethically or not unethically. So I said, how could you know if you don't know what is ethics? So I checked several places to look for definitions, and it says, ethics, known as a moral philosophy, is a branch of philosophy that involves systemizing, defending, and recommending concepts of right and wrong conduct, often addressing disputes of moral diversity. And then I looked, what is where the ethics word came from. And of course, like if you watch the big, fat Greek wedding, every word comes from where? Greek. So it also came from a Greek word, ethikos. It means custom and habit. And I'll come back here, but now I'll talk a little bit about engineering ethics. As an engineer, we are obliged to do right for the society. And our wrongdoing can be very harmful, life or death. Such as, I will give you example, earthquake in the last decades around Istanbul, Turkey. Around 30,000 people died overnight. And if you look at the laws and the standards in construction, as being a construction engineer, they were very strong. There were nothing wrong with the laws. But what was problem is the corruption, bribery of the builders did wrong. And this was one of the engineering failure. Actually not engineering, but the ethical failure was over there. So now I'll come back again to, let's look at the ethics. Some of my students, they said, ethics are how we feel about. But being ethical is clearly not a matter of how we are feeling, right? My feelings change. If morning before breakfast, my feeling is so different than afternoon. And how can I relate the ethics to my feeling? And doing right may change, maybe based on also the definition. So I didn't agree with that. And nor should identify the ethics with religion, because I know most religions are, of course, advocate high ethical standards. Yet, if the ethics were confined to the religion, so then only the religious people are the ethical people. And some others, they said, that it's law, we have to apply. The ethics are the laws. And the law often incorporates ethical standards, yes, I agree with that. But laws can, feelings can deviate from what is ethical. Such as in United States, pre-Civil War slavery laws and the old other part of the world like South Africa, it was lawful to have the slaves. So how can we relate to the ethics of the laws? And moreover, if being ethical were doing whatever society accepts, some students answer this way. So some societies, like Dr. Charlotte Dunham said, some societies, they do not educate women. Actually, not only educate, but they have right to kill them. So how could be this ethical? And the women, some societies are pushed to be married before they are even women, age of 9. So I guess in this point, how we decide what is right, what is wrong, if you look at this just about the society itself. So I come up with all this information I collected. I thought the ethics refers to the well-founded standard of rights and wrong that prescribe what humans ought to do, usually in terms of rights, obligations, benefits to society, fairness of specific virtues. Ethics, for example, should refer to the standards that impose the reasonable obligations to refrain from rape and from stealing, murder, assault, slander, and fraud. And also, it should imply to the all disciplines. And I'll just come back to the globalization. Since we are living in a global village, now borders are slowly dissolving. And we have cell phones, we have all kind of technology, we can communicate. As it happened previous year I can give you example from Istanbul, Turkey again. Gezi Park, problem started, one small area, green area, government decided to get rid of, and the students and the people, they start to demonstrate against. And there were all kind of laws and the rules, they tried to prevent these demonstrations, but the people through the Facebook, tweeting, they could communicate, and the rights and wrongs were in the face of the society and the internationally. And we can say that globalization is really, in order to build a global relationship between all the countries, I do believe the leaders need to adapt the global standards of ethical practices. And global economy really requires women and men work together. But as we said before, women's role is undermined and most of the time is untold. Especially women in engineering, science and math and technology, women are still in 2014, still is women's role is really undermined, and the gender issues are problem to be continued. And there are cultural stereotyping perception of women, and the woman's professional abilities questioned on the basis of their gender. I myself experienced so many times this kind of problems. And therefore, having a global ethics day to emphasize importance of ethics carries a great value. And I will take this chance to thank you, Dr. Ferguson, giving me this chance to talk from my own viewpoint. Thank you.